Hi, Michelle here, Thrifting 101. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome to my channel. Glad you're stopping in. I was putting my stuff on the table for my latest haul here, and I said, oh, there's an awful lot of mid-century dinnerware and a little bit of restaurant wear. So that's what this haul is, a mid-century dinnerware and restaurant haul. Hope you enjoy it. Picked up the set of 4 at the Goodwill. They're Franciscan and they are in the blue fancy pattern. They were produced between 1963 and 1972 and they're all in perfect unused condition with a really pretty pattern, and I'm going to ask about $10 for the set of 4. I picked up a whole lot of restaurant wares, Buffalo China at the Salvation Army. They were 30% off. I got 20 pieces right here, stackable cups and saucers, and some lunch plates. They're 9-inch plates. 20 pieces here. I paid $8.40. And if you see right there on the saucer, if we can get a close-up on it, that back stamp there says 166. That stands for January 1966, 1 being the month and 66 being the year. And they're all a little mixed up, the saucers, but they're all 1966. And the cup right here, you can see it just has the Buffalo USA logo right here. That logo was used between the 1960s and the 1970s. They're all in great condition. I love the way those cups stack right there, and I've decided I have 8 cups and 8 saucers. I'm going to divide them into 2 lots of 4. I'm going to ask about $20, I think, for a set of 4. And the 9-inch plates right here, I'm going to ask $35 free ship. They're pretty heavy. And they told me at the Salvation Army that they're expecting more of it in, so we'll see next time I go back if I can pick up any more. I always say when you see butter dishes with the cover on them, pick them up because people love butter dishes. They always break the top or the bottom, so people are always looking to add them to their collection. I paid $1.60 for this right here. It is a 1960s anchor hocking in the press cut clear pattern. A lot of people refer to it as a Star of David. You can see it's got like a little star right there, and also on the bottom piece. It's actually an EPAG. You might see them listed as an EPAG piece, and that simply stands for E stands for early, A American, P pressed, and G glass. So it's an EPAG, early American pressed glass butter dish. Anchor hocking, 1960s, in the press cut clear pattern, also known as a Star David. I'm going to ask about $6 for it. It's a Corningware pie plate, 9-inch pie plate in the cornflower blue pattern. They produced them between 1958 and 1998. And I used to buy a lot of cornflower blue, and the market seemed to be saturated with it. Seems to be making a bit of a comeback now. You probably noticed I've been picking up pieces here and there, and I did pick this one up. I also have one, and a while back somebody had said to me, had given me a good idea, I'm going to pass it on to you. Keep a pie plate, and this is the one I keep, in the microwave. Put your food on there and it doesn't get hot. So when you take it out of the microwave, whatever's on there might be really hot, but this stays cool. And they sell for about $8. I actually picked up this plate probably about a month ago and started to do a little research on it, and then I forgot where I put it. So I just resurfaced again, and I bought it. It's just one plate, but it was half price, 35 cents for it. I knew the pattern, but I could not find it anywhere. That's probably why I stopped and didn't put it in a video before. You can see over here it has nothing on the back. I did find out, once I found out what it was, I found it everywhere. It's Steubenville, and the pattern is called Fairlanes. It's 1950s. If you're familiar with Steubenville, Fairlane, and even if you're not, I just want to let you know that the serving pieces are a solid blue. So if you find a solid blue, that says Steubenville. I don't even know if they're marked. It probably goes with this set. Steubenville was founded in 1879 and it was named after its location, which is Steubenville, Ohio. And the factory closed in 1959. And they were bought by Canonsburg Pottery in Pennsylvania. And I love Canonsburg Pottery. If you find Canonsburg Pottery, pick it up. People love it. It's very collectible. Steubenville also made granite ware. They made Canton China, and this is my favorite. Believe it or not, they also made toilet seats. And if you find a piece, in 1959, it was the final year of production, their pieces were marked Final Kiln. So I'm on the lookout for a piece that says Final Kiln on it. And we were trying to decide what this flower was here. The colors are beautiful. And cameraman thinks it might be...
Thistle.
He said it because I have trouble saying the word. So tell me what you think. Is it...
Thistle.
Or not? Well, I found a few more of these at the Salvation Army. I just love them. They are Syracuse China. They're restaurant ware in the Park Lane pattern. Excuse me. A lot of people confuse them with apple blossom pattern. They're not apple blossom pattern. That's a totally different pattern. These are pie plates. And the back stamps on these, which I'm going to show you in a moment, the back stamps were used between 1946 and 1962, and then again they were used between 1965 and 1974, excuse me. But I'm going to turn these over and show you exactly when these plates were produced. I have two of them with the MM1 right there. That's the back stamp. That's the code, actually, the code date. That's the back stamp. And MM1 was produced in 1958. And this one right here, this back stamp has a 97 on it. 97 stands for 1968. And right now I'm noticing there's a little, it's not really a crack, but a little imperfection in here. So I think I'll probably hang on to this piece for myself. I am listing the other ones. I do have now, I think, wow, maybe 24 of them. My friend Richard the other day was talking about some Pebbleford that he had, and Pebbleford is a dinnerware line made by Taylor Smith Taylor. I don't have any Pebbleford, but I did go out the next day and I found this great piece of Suntone by Homer Laughlin, and I've never had a piece of Suntone before, so I was really excited to pick this up. It was 30% off of $1.99, and it's in really nice condition. They produced these in the 1950s. They also produced at the same time a Skytone line, and the Skytone was blue. You can see this is terracotta actually, and it's a nice chocolate brown color. The coordinating pieces for both the Skytone, which I said was blue, and the Suntone, which is kind of a rust chocolate brown, came in contrasting handles that were white. So really nice pieces with the white and the chocolate, or the blue and the chocolate. They're 1950s. This is a 13-inch platter, and they're really, I don't see many of them out there. It's a pretty good condition, no chips, no cracks. I think I'm going to ask about $12 for it. The pattern, the shape actually I wanted to tell you is Jubilee, and that was the only shape they made for both the Skytone and the Suntone. It originally, I did find an ad that's really cool. I wish I had taken a shot of it to show you, but the original platter sold for $1. Or it originally sold for $1. This is the original platter. This was made by the Salem Company in the Serenade Dinnerware line. The pattern is called Simplicity Pink. They're all in great condition. They have a nice platinum trim here. I actually thrifted these a while ago and just ran across them. I'm still unboxing. I'm going to be unboxing for the rest of my life. I have 16 pieces here, excuse me, all in really nice shape. The pattern was discontinued in 1956, so I'm not quite sure what year these were exactly made, but I have right here, I have 6 of the coupe bowls. I have 5 of the berry bowls. I have a great 13-inch platter there, and I have 4 of the little 7 1/4-inch lunch plates. And I'm probably going to break them up and list them that way, just kind of as you see them here. I have 15 pieces here of J&G Meakin out of England. It's English ironstone. The line is Studio. It's a Studio dinnerware line. They made different patterns in it. This pattern happens to be called sgraffito, and sgraffito means a form of decoration by scratching through a surface to reveal a contrasting color, which is exactly what this looks like. It kind of reminds me of spirograph. I don't know why, but it does, and it might remind you of that also. I paid, what did I pay? I paid $5.93 for everything you see here. I have a veggie bowl. I have 6 bread and butter plates and 7 dinnerware plates. They started using the back stamp you saw back in 1963, but they did add the word ironstone, which these all say on them, back in 1970. So I'm going to put these to be around 1970. All the studio dinnerware line were produced on just white blanks, and then they put the patterns. So they made lots of different patterns in that line onto the dinnerware. I think I'm going to ask maybe $15 for the veggie ball. It's hard to find this pattern actually for sale. I find a lot of it that's already sold, and a lot of times they don't give you the sold price where I'm finding them. I haven't found much on eBay. I think I'm going to ask about $20 for the 6 bread and butter plates and about $35 for all of the dinner plates. Picked up a set of 6 of these. I thought when I saw them they were au gratin dishes, but they're actually not. I mean, you can use them as au gratin dishes. They are French oval Welsh rarebit dishes. I know a lot of people use them for macaroni and cheese. You can use them for just about anything, au gratin dishes. They are restaurant ware. They're made by Hall out of East Liverpool, Ohio. The back stamp dates these from the 1980s on, although I did see them in a catalog ad from 1941. So they've been making these for quite some time. And they made a bunch of different ones. You might think they are Welsh rarebit or au gratin, but they all have different names and they all have different sizes. This size is definitely the rarebit dishes. They're in a lead-free green glaze right here, like an avocado green. They also made them in brown, and they're really good sellers. I'm going to ask, I think, about $30 for a set of 6. I hope you enjoyed the haul, and I was at the Salvation Army today for quite some time, pretty much almost half a day. I walked in, and they said that they were having 75% off, which I thought was unheard of, on orange. They had green was half price, I think, or pink was half price, and green was 25% off, and they just kept bringing in stuff all day long. So I kind of sat there for a couple of hours. My next haul's full of a lot more diversity and a lot more bling, so I'm looking forward to getting that set up. These beautiful flowers I received today from my daughter for Mother's Day, so I wanted to wish everybody a very happy Mother's Day. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, most important, comment, and have a great weekend. Everybody's always asking me how I do my research, and I tell everybody the truth. I do it all online. I just wanted to let everybody know that on a whim, I bought my first researching book. It's on restaurant China, and I love reading, and I've been pouring through it, and it's just fascinating, at least to me. And right here, I just happened to open up on this page quite by accident. I talked about this in the video, 1941 hotelware. This is the haul, and right there is that dish that I have. Or I have 6 of them, actually. Anyways, I'm having a lot of fun going through this book. I venture out and get a few more books, and I plan on putting a list together for anybody else that might be interested in some good books to find. See ya.